These are like the methods, like the famous like methods of Las Vegas, like world like known.
Yeah.
Like fucking, I've heard some shit that's like fucking, like, oh, you got like zombies and shit down there, like some crazy shit like that. But like more often than not, people think like people are just getting like coming down here and getting like coming up missing and shit.
Yeah.
You know? Like all the time. A lot of people here are like just like in unfortunate circumstances and stuff.
Consider underground the undesirable.
Yeah, and that like I think it comes from just like even like casino security and shit will like call us undesirable.
Really? They say undesirable?
Yeah, just like homeless in general, pretty much. I've been down in the tunnels, like on the streets, I guess you would say, homeless for like I think 3 years now. Like that. 3 or 4 years. I'm 23.
Were you freaked out first time coming down here?
No, I'm fucked up in the head or some shit because like I was all like, oh yeah, you know, it's like all like,
you're like, oh, let's chill.
so I'll go to the like go down and like do drugs together and stuff. But yeah, like there's like I don't even know, but like I was saying, I'm like fucked up in the head because like I wanted to like come down to the towers and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we just don't stuff in the cops. Like, we run from the law a lot. Especially recently, it's like it's getting ridiculous.
Do the cops ever come down here? Like, do they ever bust you guys down here?
Yeah, they do actually. One person they like recently.
Are they trying to clear this out? Like, are they trying to like clear you guys out of here?
Okay, so like you would think, yeah, but like it's not. It would be hard to do. Like,
It would be hard to do because it's like a big tunnel system, right?
not really. I mean, like.
Oh, it's not?
It's really like I'm gonna take I can't take y'all down any other tones.
Oh, look at this artwork.
Wow, this is really cool. Wow. Dude, this is really, really cool.
This isn't me. This is fucking somebody else. This is like fun. Like all of the shit on the walls and stuff. This is like 15 or not 15, but like good like 8 years in the making.
Wow, 8 years in the making. This is incredible, actually. This is really cool.
I mean, like it's yeah.
Wow, this is dope.
Hey, Coleman Grill. Oh, the Coleman Grill.
Oh wow, you guys got a grill set up here. Dang. You guys got this set up here, man.
Yo, Tony, is it cool if I bring some dudes through? Yeah. Alright, so...
He's not here right now.
Or he's probably sleeping.
Okay.
How many guys are down here?
Like 10, 20.
10 to 20.
10, 20?
Yeah.
In this area?
Yeah, just in these tunnels here.
Okay. Nice setup though.
Excuse me, this.
No, I mean, it is what it is. Like, at least you got a nice setup, yeah.
Right? There's seats. I don't know if you all want to sit down.
Yeah, 3 seats per second.
Okay.
Oh, this is a cool piece.
Oh, is this a seat I can take?
Yeah, you can take that one.
Thanks, dude.
Appreciate it.
This is what I'm talking about, man.
Cool. Is this your bed?
Yeah, this is my spot here. It's you know, home sweet home. I don't know. Like I said, I'm fucked up. I live for this shit.
Why do you say you live for this shit? What do you like about it?
I mean, I guess it's the freedom and stuff. Like I don't have to fucking get up and like I don't have to go and worry about paying rent. I don't have to fucking worry about like keeping a job and shit. I don't have to get up and when anybody else tells me to get up, I get to do what I want when I want. I get to and like it literally is what you make it. Like the work you put in, to an extent, it like is like it actually is worth something. Like yeah, I'm living life, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
You know, like I don't know, like initially my whole like thought process with like the jumping ship at 20 or whatever, whenever I did it, was like I'm gonna fucking just like beat everybody to the punch and like I'm gonna get like really good at like the end game stuff so that way when like everybody else like my age like finally ends up here, I'll know what's up.
What do you mean everybody else is gonna end up here too?
Like fucking the stereotypical like dude gets married and like has this career and shit, and then like his wife leaves him and he like just goes to shit and like starts doing drugs and stuff and just like loses himself. I don't know. It's like that's like a stereotype, but like that whole thing.
Do you know everybody else that lives in these tunnels?
Yeah, for the most part.
What are they like?
They're like, there's some, like you gotta like be kind of like out there to be down here, to live down here. I think like just right off the bat that you're like kind of crazy. But I mean they're just people, I guess. They're like they do drugs and stuff, but that's like not really a thing that's even worth bringing up, to be honest.
Right.
Everybody does drugs.
Right.
Part of life.
Right, literally.
Do you think that you would call yourself happy here?
Weirdly enough, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Would you be more happy here than in the normal society?
Yeah, because I've been inside recently, and it was just like I spent all my time outside, out here, like fucking, it wasn't, there was no point to being inside really, for me, and like hopefully, like, and I understand that like how that's like fucked up, and just like backwards. So I'm hoping that like I'll have enough time to like learn to dislike it and like learn to want better for myself. You feel me? Like I don't know. Like right now I'm like,
You're chilling right now.
Content.
yeah, I'm like, like I said, just I'm living life or whatever.
What were you saying earlier? Like we were walking down. Like I'll show you there's like another tunnel system or something.
So like these 6 tunnels, right? Fucking they meet up again in the back, or like they go through.
Oh, they like meet. They all come together.
Yeah, because like the storm drains, there's like all the washers or all the washers in Las Vegas are connected and stuff for the most part.
Have you ever dealt with flooding?
Yeah, that's actually a big like the wall y'all seeing up front. That's why that's up there. I put that up there to like try to mitigate the water. You're never gonna keep all the water out, but like as long as you can keep it from like coming through and like moving stuff.
Is that's just when it rains? Like it just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
So people usually like get out of here when it starts raining.
Yeah, unless there's somebody that has like is able to keep it dry enough to like not have to leave.
That makes sense.
But even then, that's like really dangerous, because if your wall doesn't hold, then you're gonna have all that water coming at you at one time, and that's where people get fucked up. I know of people dying from flooding. I don't know of anybody that's died like personally of flooding, at least.
Have you lost all your things at one point from flooding?
Yeah. But I try to be optimistic about it. I see it as an opportunity to get more stuff. Like.
Yeah, that's a good way to
like
look at it.
to me, it's easier than like fucking just being like bitter about losing all my shit. I am in a very small minority of people that fucking like want to be here and that have the opinions that I have, and have like just like I guess the opinions that I have, and like know the world the way I do, I guess.
How would you describe your view of the world?
Fucked up, to be honest. Like like that's a pretty like common description like coming from me of things, but like just I don't know like what the fuck is like worth struggling for, I guess. You feel me? Like it's like the system is rigged against you, and even if you do everything right, there's still a good chance that you're gonna get fucked over. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, I don't know. I don't see really a point to like wanting to go and do that sort of struggle, because like it's still a struggle down here. It's there's still headaches and stuff. Like it's just different kinds of headaches, and I prefer it to the hardships that come like being being normal, I guess.
Can you describe the headaches here?
Big one is drugs. Like really, that's like probably the main like bill that the people that stay down here have, is that they got to stay up on their drugs, and like in these tunnels it's really just meth. Like
No fent, just meth.
yeah. We try like pretty hard to keep fentanyl out of here, just because it comes with like problems with like people fucking dying and shit on it.
For sure, dude.
And it's like
We've seen a lot of that. Like, it's messed up, bro.
It is. It only like I've only lost one friend so far. In my adventure, but that was due to a fentanyl overdose, or it was fucked up with that situation. But it was the overdose, basically.
Your buddy.
Hey, Tony. Yo. Alright. Anyway.
What's this on the wall?
These are probably like accumulations of.
Well, no, this thing right here, that little white.
Oh, that's reckon. Like in case like somebody does show up and they like do it or whatever. There's because like it's not like we're like totally like fucking like absolutely like no fucking fentanyl use around here at all.
So you guys put Narcan on the walls in the tunnels?
It's I mean that's just a thing I do. You know, it's more like it's honestly kind of like a joke, half joke. Yeah, just like
an ironic thing or something.
Yeah, just like some bit like it also like so there, you know, where it's at. You know, you don't gotta like there's a lot of like shit that comes in and out of the tunnels and stuff, and it's like it's out of the way and it's like easily accessible, and like somebody can, you know, if it's ever needed, they just run down and grab it real quick and like go and do what they do.
Yeah, the Narcan's saving a lot of lives though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's like good to have on hand, even if you like, especially nowadays, dude, with all the fucking like they're putting fentanyl on everything.
Everything, bro. It's all getting crossed. Yeah.
Like everything, and it's fucking crazy, dude. It's in like it's fucking lame. Like me personally, I don't like opiates too much. Like it doesn't feel good to me. Like
uppers mostly, or like.
Well, okay, so that's the thing. I'm a really big fan of benzos. I don't like to drink, but I like Xanax and Klonopin a lot. Fucking, but pills are hard to get around here.
Why did you choose to move into a tunnel of all places?
It's like free real estate.
Free real estate.
Yeah, I think this is like a pretty good way to describe it.
Do a lot of people come by here to just stay for a day or two, or do they stay here for weeks?
I guess sometimes, but like usually this is a pretty like closed, tight knit like community.
Yeah, we were talking to people earlier, and they're like, someone even said like, oh, there's a list. Like, that's why we didn't want to just come in here without like, you know what I mean?
Having like some like.
Yeah, because we know it's like people are tight in here. We didn't want to like.
Right, and you gotta like remember that like this, you can't just like come through because these are people's homes. And
people
shit.
are living here. Yeah, we don't want to just like walk in their homes. Yeah.
And like be like just barging and be like disrespectful and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So like once again, like thank y'all for that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have people coming in here and just walking right on through?
No, because like it's just not gonna like probably wouldn't end very well for them. Like not like actually I can't even say that, to be honest. But yeah, no, this is like a lot of tunnels you'll find like there are a lot of traffic coming and going through them, but like it also doesn't hurt that it's like these tunnels like come out on the other side of the strip and stuff, so it's like pretty difficult to like just happen upon it, like the end of the tunnel, you feel me, like coming from the other side. It's also closed off now, so
Oh, shoot, really?
yeah.
What else do you worry about when you're out here?
Cops. Yeah, people like it. With higher traffic comes more like sticky fingers and stuff. Like people just like picking shit up and like just like people stealing your shit basically. Like don't leave it out. because if you do, it's a good chance it's not gonna like be there when you go back for it, type shit. And that's like even here, to be honest, like even with this tight of like community as it is here, there's still like a lot of the like sticky finger shit, I guess. You know what I mean?
Are there any women that live in the tunnels?
Yeah, it's a few though. Like, but like just among the homeless community, it's you probably got like 10 to 1, like men to women type shit. It's like it's not easy for men. So like I'd imagine I'm sure you can imagine it's that much harder for women to like make it down here or like be down here, I guess, just to like live.
Yeah, I can imagine a woman who has some trouble, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Sometimes, but.
Right. But, you know, they don't want the alternative, you know, which is like doing the normal thing badly enough and they make it work. Like, it's a hard, like, lifestyle, or it's not the easiest lifestyle.
What kind of stuff do you, because the audio travels so well, what kind of stuff do you hear down here?
Usually, like, shit you think, like you'll hear something, like if the wind starts blowing and you're moving a curtain and stuff, like you'll think you're hearing footsteps and shit, you think you're hearing voices, you think most of the time it's like I said, you're thinking you're hearing like Metro walk up on you or whatever, but it's a lot of road noise too with the freeway being right there, but like because it's a tunnel, like sound like reverberates a lot and like loses definition like really quickly, I guess. So like you can't really hear too well unless you're like right next to the person and stuff. The low-key kind of sucks because I mean like it's fine if you have like the projection and shit in your voice, but like me being so soft-spoken, it's like annoying. It can be, at least.
Most of your friends live down here?
Yeah. Like, yeah, pretty much. It's really weird, like, so y'all know how, like, y'all have, like, the internet and stuff? Like, I'm just saying that, like, I don't have a phone. Like, but, like, there's the internet and, like, you got, like, social media and shit and, like, you got memes and like, just, like, meme culture and shit. I don't know if that's what you, like, call it.
Yeah.
But, like, you got shit that is like going on like right now, like shit like that like won't be relevant in a month or whatever, or yeah, in a month, but like it's kind of the same way like down here, but instead of it being like worldwide, it's literally just the community. So like there's like inside jokes and shit that like only people that live down here get, and like just like
it's like a subculture and
yeah, pretty much like tunnel culture. Really cool. Would y'all like a soda?
Oh
fuck yeah, dude.
Really? Alright,
That's chill as hell.
Thanks, bro.
I already drank by the Pacifica. Yeah. Are you a Mountain Dew guy?
It's just like it was the 24 pack there, so like
This is fucking
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it, dude.
little dude for the dudes, dude.
Dude for the dudes.
Dude's dang thing, dude.
Oh shoot! I just nabbed her. Your mouth.
Yeah, I didn't give mine to Danny either. So I want mine.
Thanks, man.
yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Dude, when do you usually sleep? Are you like have a normal schedule? Or what's
There's no routine like or like any way to predict it or like it's it happens when it does.
Have you been in Vegas your whole life?
Pretty much. I was born in Bakersfield and I moved here when I was 5, so like pretty much my entire life.
My dad lives right by Bakersfield in Porterville.
Oh, for real? Corn School?
Yeah, corn school crops, you know.
No, like the band? Corn?
Oh, Corn.
Yeah.
I thought Corn was from Iowa. Oh no, they're from Bakersfield. It's Slipknot that's from Des
Slipknot's
Moines.
from Iowa.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Corn is cool too. Like
Corn's dope.
Yeah.
Corn's also cool, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm from the Midwest. I'm like, oh, you're speaking my language, bro. Started talking about corn.
Right, dude. I'm like pretty comfy and chill now in here. I think a lot of people wouldn't think that it's so chill in here.
Yeah, it's a nice spot, man.
What do you think of the tourists out here? a lot of two.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too.
They're there. They can be fucking. They can be tourists, all right. They really can be. And it sucks what happens to a lot of them. Like a lot of them end up like nobody talks about the sad part of Vegas, where like people like come out here and they fucking like on holiday or whatever, and then they start fucking playing the machines or the tables and stuff, and they just lose on, or just like they don't even gamble, they just like fuck up and lose their shit. Like somebody comes along and like snatches their bag and shit, and like now they are literally stranded here with like no fucking way to get home. That like probably happens like a like heartbreaking amount.
Do you think it's the gambling that does that to people? What is it?
Absolutely. The gambling. But like I said, you don't even have to gamble to like lose your shit, to get your shit stolen. You feel me? Like
There's a lot of temptations out here.
Yeah, a lot.
Sin City. Like it's all about like you gotta like go and keep having a good time, because you can't like stop, because you gotta keep having a good time, and like it's fucked up. But there's a fucking like fuck shit that goes on. I don't want to like get too like detailed in that, because like once again it is like a lot of people's livelihoods and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not trying to like step on toes again.
You have a sin of choice.
Like I'd say I'm still like solidly more a drug addict than I am a gambler, a degenerate gambler. Like
Base, that's cool.
like but like there's fucking somebody that lives in these tunnels actually that like fucking like this dude had like 3 fucking jobs, bro. Like he like working like jobs, like go to work on time and shit, and like get a check and everything, like with living here, and like that alone is like fucking bonkers to me. Like that's like it I can't fucking tell you how like difficult it is for I don't know if it's just all tweakers or just the people that fucking live here to like maintain a fucking schedule and like maintain a routine, be somewhere on time, right? But like this dude is fucking doing it, and like spending most of it on fucking gambling. Like,
Damn, dude. That's
Right.
wild. 3 jobs in the. Oh, man, that sucks.
to pay for a gambling habit, and it's like, man, dude,
That's brutal, bro.
that is.
And he lives here?
He does. It's fucked up, because it's like, you know, when you're doing drugs and stuff, you can fucking like you get high and there's like you achieve your goal, you know, so to speak. But it's like when you're gambling, there's like you can just keep fucking like playing, you know what I mean? Like, and there's no, you never get the like climax or whatever that you're looking for. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Chasing the dragon?
Yeah,
Seriously.
unless you win big, that only happens.
Unless you like
That's actually worse if you win big.
yeah, dude.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
That he fucking put it like this, like the only time he ever walked out of the casino with money was when he got a hand pay, because then he had to wait for the bitch to actually come and like give him the money like that, like because it wasn't already in the machine, basically. So it's like, man, bro.
Isn't even worth it at that point.
What is it other than gambling that makes this a place where people get stuck?
Drugs, I guess.
We've heard a lot about prostitution.
There's I mean, like you go like walk around Tropicana, you're like, it's not, you know, I'm sure y'all already know, like it's you will encounter it or like see it, you feel me? It's like it has a presence there, but like you know, I'm sure like all around like Vegas proper, like the strip and shit in downtown, but like I don't know.
Is it have you been able to find a girlfriend out here?
Like like being homeless and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a minute. But like, I'll say like it is like how I was talking about like a different kind of headache and shit. It's like a different kind of struggle to like doing simple things like heating up water if you're trying to fucking bathe, right? Or like fucking like get clean clothes or like wash your clothes or some shit, or just like cooking if you aren't fortunate enough to have a stove, right? Like fucking everything it takes, like putting a fucking spot together, like everything it takes like a lot of fucking effort that it doesn't usually take, so you don't end up having like the effort to do like necessary shit, you feel me? Or like
What are you cooking on that Coleman?
it was burgers and bacon, I think, and then like homie also made an egg sandwich with it, but usually it's just heating up water for like whether it be noodles or like fucking like bathing or whatever.
How do you wash out your pots and pans and stuff?
That's a good question. Like tediously, and like washing dishes is another perfect example of like where it's a lot of fucking effort to do basic shit that wouldn't normally like require so much effort, and therefore like the rest of the world isn't expecting like you to fucking need to do that type shit. It's not this difficult for anybody else to like do this shit, so like why is it so difficult for you to do it? And like there's not gonna be any like slack or anything like that.
Are there like normies or like even like are there like psychos in the city that come down here to like fuck with you guys, like just for the sake of fucking with you guys?
These are like the meth tunnels of Las Vegas, and if you like go down there, you're like you might die. You know what I mean? So like people don't really like I have yet to have some like rando just fucking like run up in here and like cause a scene. What did y'all think about this place? Like, is this y'all's first time in
This is the first time.
Yeah.
What did y'all think about like what expectations did y'all have about coming down here?
I mean, honestly, just as like people that have never been down here, I was kind of freaked out. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna get into. You know what I mean?
Right. Like that's like usually like pretty more or less like what they like preconception is, and like fucking there are some tunnels where like you gotta be careful about like where you like when and how you fucking get into it, because like if tourists see you, they will like some of them will just up and like follow you, and it's like I've heard of that happening. I haven't actually had it happen to myself or seen it, but yeah, randoms do show up sometimes. Like you'll like be walking through and then like there's just this dude here. He's usually a fucking like smoked out. Scratch that. It's usually somebody trying to take a shit. But
For real?
yeah.
Are there tunnel systems you'd stay away from?
Not too big on hanging out in it, like unless I've already been introduced to like the community in question, I wouldn't hang out there. Despite like even though I also stay in a tunnel, like I feel like that's a little bit closer, like it's a little bit closer than like not staying in a tunnel, but I wouldn't hang out at somebody's house without them being there, or
Right.
like with like especially if I didn't know them type shit.
How many of those like communities do you think there are? Like if you were to guess, just take a random guess of like how many.
Fuck, dude. I couldn't even begin to tell you. A lot of them change a lot more than the ones here, than this one. Like the roster changes a lot more. A lot of them are a lot bigger. Like, you know, instead of like 10 to 20, it's like probably close to 40, maybe 50 max. Like, but
It's still pretty big though.
yeah, and like that's not. That's just the ones that like are regular. Like cameos there, right? Not talking about like the fact that they all probably know everybody from like other communities, or most of the people from other communities. Like a lot of fools have been doing this shit for a long time.
If you could put a guess on a number of total people living underground in Vegas, what would you put that at?
Alright, shit. It's like 10,000? 10,000? Or like 50,000 maybe?
Where are they all shitting?
Careful where you sit. And like, fucking, if you find like a little like duck off somewhere, especially on the strip, you find like some like duck off where it's like mostly out of view, it's like just be careful about being there.
Like, does this end at some point if you go down that way, or does it just connect to like another?
It continues on to another. It's got to carry water to Lake Mead.
Okay.
So.
You said these ones.
So they all do connect in a way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like a big corridor door, or is it like just like another tunnel that kind of?
Tunnels of varying sizes. It also depends on like what kind of like just like part of town you're in, because like if you go over to like you can go over the wash on Nellis and Charleston, and those washes are huge, like fucking fat fucking washes, right? Like fucking, and like they're deep too. But like these ones are just I don't know if it's because like they're older, or but like I don't know. Nellis and Charleston's pretty old too, though, huh?
How are people making money, you would say, that live in the tunnels?
By like however they can, really.
What are your side hustles?
Opportunities, I guess. Is like probably like safest way to put it. For being the world famous meth like dens of Las Vegas, like the meth tunnels, right? We suck at our fucking jobs, and like we are not very good meth addicts because we can't fucking stay, like we can't stay with this shit. It's like, what are we doing, bro? Like for real, like this is fucked up. This is like.
You call this the meth tunnels?
Yeah, I mean, like I guess
World famous.
like these are like the tunnels that you read articles and shit online and stuff, like not news articles, but like just like other documentaries and shit online, and like they'll like I remember like when I was still inside, like in high school, fucking like watching YouTube videos on the meth tunnels and the drug tunnels of Las Vegas and shit. It's like kind of like how I got that whole idea that like, yeah, it's like, drug utopia and shit.
Yeah.
It's all like, get hard, and like let's like, like fuck the stigma, and like, yeah, just like do your shit, bro. Like
Was it what you thought it would be?
no, not really. I bet like I don't know, like a lot of that could just probably be credited to the fact that I think I was a relatively like sheltered fucking child and shit, like and like just like naive and fucking like 16, I guess.
How old are you now?
I'm 23.
What are kind of your plans? Because you're kind of a youngin'.
Like that's a good question. I'm like really haven't like I can't say I haven't thought about it. I think about it all the time, but like maybe I'm just like too indecisive or something.
What thoughts go through your head about it?
Like I don't know, like the understanding that I need to fucking find something to like do with myself, I guess, but not like seeing what I fucking get out of doing it and going through that struggle and shit. Because like usually it's like, okay, so like you want to go to work so that way you can like pay for your house and like for your stuff and you can do things. But I don't like want a house, and everything I do is like either illegal or doesn't cost money. So like what, like, yeah.
Are you nervous to make that lifestyle transition?
I don't know. I wouldn't say like I'm nervous about it. I don't know, like, or like nervous about what really. It's not even. I do have a firm like belief though that like when I want like better for myself, like I will do better for myself. Like I will fucking, like, it won't be hard to fucking like let this shit that I'm tired of go type shit. You feel me?
Why haven't you yet then?
Not tired of it.
Not I haven't had like the time to hate it, I guess, to grow to like dislike it and get over it. That being said, I don't see myself like thinking the alternative is better anytime soon. Yeah.
Yeah, you got good wits about you. I mean, yeah, if you ever wanted to, I would believe in you to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, thank you. I like. I don't know. Like, I'm chilling.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because you do have the world in front of you. Like you're hireable as fuck, but you can just choose whatever the hell you want to do.
Right.
And a lot of people wish that they could have that freedom that you have.
Right.
That's true.
Right. Yeah. And I guess like I'm just kind of trying to recognize that like most people like fucking spend the entire time like doing whatever they're doing, wishing they were doing something else.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, just like trying to like nip that in the butt and just like do what the fuck I'm like actually wanting to do, like while I can, basically.
What would you tell those people sitting in offices all day that hate their life?
Being a good person and being like the fucking like the better person usually just ends up with you getting fucked over. In my experience, like fucking, and in the end, I don't really think you get any more out of being a better person. Like really, the only thing you can say is that like, okay, like you have this like understanding that you aren't as bad a person as somebody else, or like that you were able to fucking like not stoop to a certain level or whatever. But if in the end, like being a worse person would have granted you whatever like it is, then like wouldn't it? I don't know. This is why I shouldn't give advice.
How did you develop that philosophy?
My mom is a big part of it because like my mom fucking does like it's one of the hardest working people I've ever met, and is like fucking like does everything like right and shit, and is just there's no reason that this woman should be struggling, right? There's no reason that this person should like not be like able to be totally content with their life and shit, and like just like, but and then the shit that happens to them, like, and it's fucked up. It really is. Like, so like I don't think like people like deserve what they get, like good or bad, high key. Like it just is, and it's like I don't know. It's wasted time, like thinking or worrying about like whether something is deserved or not.
Do you think there will be judgment for your actions?
like you're like how so like in like an afterlife.
Spiritually, yeah.
No, I mean as long as I like can like as long as I can look myself in the mirror, I'm like I think I'm cool. Like you gotta live with yourself type shit, I guess. You know what I mean?
What is this little thing? I keep looking at
What's that?
this guy.
Oh, it's a monkey.
That's a monkey?
I think it's a shower like curtain hanger hook thing.
That's hilarious.
But yeah.
Huh. Do you, like, is there any other cool shit you have around here that it's kind of dope?
I mean, like that's like I would kind of define that as like just tweaker shit. You know, like you got like this cool like chain thing, which is like neat. So I think it's a piece of chainmail actually. I think it looks like.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is. Let's see. Like, you know, the fucking like broken pipes there and flag, and the fucking.
A throwing knife thing.
Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
Pretty
Cool.
That's pretty dope, dude.
Did you do these like drawings and stuff? Like the...
No, I actually haven't done any of the artwork you see.
Really? So you just inherited this?
I will say, like, you'll hear a lot of like spooky shit about the fucking tunnels, like, even from people, like, I think it's mostly bullshit, like, even from people that are around here, but, like, there's, like, some shit that, like, is actually, like, spooky that I've, like, heard of, from, like, people that have, like, no reason to fucking lie about that shit, like, there just isn't that, you feel me, and, like, they have nothing to gain from lying about it, so it's like, dude, shit they're saying might be fucking, like, there might be some truth to it. But, like, you go to, like, farther back, and you turn the light off, and you fucking just sit there, at some point, there's actually, like, running water and stuff, like, it turns into, like, a wet tunnel, right? Because, like, you know, you have dry tunnels like this, and then you have wet tunnels where there's, like, water coming through it all the time, like, University Center. If you just turn the light off and fucking like sit back there, like I swear to God, it feels like it's like the water makes it sound like there's footsteps and shit. Like you see lights and shit, you think like somebody's coming up on you with a fucking flashlight or something like that, because you know how like when you're in the darkness and somebody's coming up with a light, it fades in, right? So like you don't know if like you're just like fucking with yourself or like it'll sound like somebody just like stepped right fucking next to you, and like there's no way that there isn't somebody right here, and like just like, but you turn your light on, there's literally nobody there.
Dang.
And it's yeah.
You think there's some like weird like I just personally like, do you think there's like weird like demonic forces at play in that way, or like ghosts?
I haven't been able to like totally like discredit it, all that stuff like totally 100%. So yeah, I guess there is like a possibility. I don't know if like I really just try not to think about it because like
I get it. Yeah, okay.
Spoken over here.
I think like if there's like a bit of the tunnel that is lit up, and like you're looking like past that into the shadows again, you are gonna see a whole bunch of shit that like there's no fucking way you are actually looking at this right now. Like this is not some fucking anime or something like that. Like this or like fucking whatever the fuck you want to call them. That is not actually there, and you were totally just like doing it to yourself. And like, but some people will fucking sit there and they'll like, it's like a tweak or something, swear to God. Or like, you know how like with Tourette's you got like tics and shit. It's like fucking like certain people got shit about them.
Yeah, makes sense.
What other spooky stories have you heard?
So who's that?
Who's that?
Let's sit down. Not give a weird vibe of us standing up like.
Alright, right.
Freaks.
Who's that? Who's that? Oh, what's up, dude? Got some documentary dudes here.
What up?
I got some dudes doing a documentary here.
Huh?
I got some dudes doing a documentary here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't have to film you or anything if you don't want, man.
You know, like, I don't know if you, like, want to, like, make an appearance or not, but, you know. But, like, Tony's not answering, though, so I don't know if he's, like, asleep or just not there or what. He actually, he probably left, maybe.
What, you borrowed those back here?
Huh?
Borrowed those back here?
I don't know.
Okay.
Tony's buddy.
Yeah. But usually it's like, just like, and some people, they like to know who the fuck it is, every goddamn like person in and out of their tunnel. I don't like manage it like that, you know. I'll let people like walk up and stuff, and like usually you can tell by their footsteps and like how they're walking, like
What's
who it
going
is.
on?
Yeah. Like, but yeah, the big one is you just really don't want it to be Metro, or you don't want it to like not answer you, I guess.
What does that mean when they don't answer?
I mean, it could be a different like tunnel resident.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Okay, I'm coming how they from.
Huh?
Coming how they from.
Yeah, yeah. No, just,
Get out of here, man.
You alright?
you good? What are you doing down here?
Yeah, you
Like-
shine the light that way so you can see.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing?
Got my skin.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much, not much.
Hey, how's it going,
How's it
man?
going?
How you doing? No?
You wanna use the light?
Yeah, please. How you guys doing?
Yeah, sorry to intrude on your space, man.
Oh, no, you're good, you're good. You got groovy.
If he is down there, would you mind like asking him if it's like cool if we go through? Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
So you got some gasoline. What do you guys use gas for?
Either a generator or napalm.
That's a cool mix there.
Right?
Who are you What's the napalm for?
It's cold outside,
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
so like
That's Greek fire right there.
it's for. Yeah, I mean, like if you try to burn it in here, it's gonna smoke up real quick. But like, and that's another thing. You know, you mentioned the ceilings are black because of like all the fires and shit that go on in here.
Oh,
Like
shoot.
this is a burn barrel right here.
Oh.
Fucking.
Yeah, I imagine that kid's dodgy at times. You start fires in here, you know.
It can like. This one time I was starting a grease fire, and like.
Dang, he's like turning the corner or something.
Yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
it goes down for a good ways, and then it bends and it goes down. It comes out on like.
We might have spooked your buddy earlier because we were yelling down the tunnel and we were like, "Hey, is anyone there?" Like, he
Oh,
might
yeah,
be-
probably.
we probably spooked him. But
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But I mean, it's like he's usually the one that does this type of thing, or like maybe not the documentary thing, but like yeah, like he's done tours, you know, like in the past. So
How does it feel being like kind of you're sort of the post here?
Yeah, dude, you're like the man. You're like the
Yeah.
I'm just dude, there's no tunnel. Like,
Do you mind people walking through your space then, like to get to the next house?
not usually. Like, but then again, I also usually know who it
Right.
is. You know what I mean?
Are there any other spooky stories you've heard?
Another resident, fucking, who's been here a good minute, like probably one of the longest, I would say. A good minute at least. But he said, it was like, he was sleeping down like probably about here actually, maybe a little bit like up, and like it's like the middle of summer, right? And he's like laying there with no lights on and shit, and like he's like staring at this fucking, I forget how he describes it, but it's like this fucking this mass of just something that is like blacker than black is black, as he describes it, and like you can see it clearly in the dark with no lights on. It's that fucking dark, and like it was making it so cold, like where he was, that you could see his breath, or he could see his own breath, in the middle of like July. So like,
Oh,
That's crazy.
That's creepy.
and like fucking this other time he was down in one of the other tunnels, like looking down, because like there's 6 tunnels, right? And then there's there's 6B, right, which is like a side tunnel that only connects to 6, but you can see down a good fucking, like, you can see down in pretty good ways, I guess, or yeah. But anyway, he's like standing there and he's thinking that like it's like dark over there or something like that, and he can't, where it usually shouldn't be. And he asks some people that were around, like, if they see the two, and because it's like a fucking like the Force Ghost thing, I guess, a little bit, like you can kind of see through it, but it's there. It's like doing a little like floating thing, but like literally the whole width of the tunnel. It's about like as wide as it is here. And like I guess when you get around it, it fucking like it's smoky as fuck. That happened a lot too, actually. Like it'll get smoky as fuck for no reason. Like the insulation for like copper and shit is probably one of the most like unhealthy things you can like burn in an enclosed space, right? Like some of the blackest fucking smoke, and like, but like you're not supposed to burn that in here because it gets smoky as fuck. But it gets that smoky like just being around this thing.
Or this entity is smoke, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I guess like fucking he knows this dude that has like died and come back to life. He said that like he was in the hospital and shit, and the nurse literally like fucking like traded places with him or something like that. But I guess there's like this nurse ended up dead, and like where he should have so like I guess he's died and come back to life, and like he's not, don't know if that's true or not, but like he's also fucking gone, like been like punching fucking light poles like hard enough to like you can fucking hear, like you can hear it's fucking, he's like not like, he's not just like lightly tapping the thing, he's like actually like going at it, right? And then like his hands are totally fine though. He was telling this dude about the fucking the observer, I guess I call it, because like as he was telling this dude about it, he was like in a fucking trance or some shit, and like wouldn't fucking, was just out of it, and like he had to get his attention after like calling his name a few times and like getting his attention. Like he snaps like out of it, and then says like, "Oh yeah, I just talked to it." It says like, what did he say? The thing's older than light, or whatever, and it says it's here observing. And yeah, like I know I'm not like relaying it as good as it could be, but it's, yeah, it's like fucking, definitely like a reason I don't stare into the shadows.
I always heard that's never a good idea.
It's like, but like I said, some people just like they fucking like get off on it or something. Like they just like love sitting there being fucking like paranoid as fuck, like just like thinking that something's gonna run up on them and shit, and like the whole. I think it's the equivalent to like the whole like fucking blinds like thing, right? When you hear about like speakers like looking out the fucking windows and shit. Yeah, I'll walk y'all out.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, bro.
So is this multiple people's bikes?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go ahead and say if y'all can like.
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll keep the bike minutes out of the video.
Yeah, no, like, I don't know, I'm kind of like conflicted, like, trying to, like, do a real look into what the tunnels are like and stuff, because like I said, I feel like the rumors and like the misconceptions about it are kind of like add to it's like the protection and shit, you feel me? Like, and I don't know, but I also feel like it's absolutely ridiculous that I am fucking talking to people that live in the same place as me and don't know like anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, we learned a lot here.
Yeah.
This is so cool. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for doing this.
Oh, yeah.
What are you gonna do for the rest of the day, you think?
Probably try to go to Dregs.
And it was a finishing note, a hard-hitting note about Vegas. Do you have anything you want to say about Vegas that people should know? You looking for something?
No, you'll notice like a lot of sayings on the walls and stuff. Like my spot used to be up here, so like I was trying to see if there was one maybe I remember.
Something you wrote down?
Not that I wrote down, but just like a good like sum up like summary of Vegas. It's. I can't even say shit like fucking. It's like nothing else in the world. Like there's nowhere else like it in the world because it's like literally all I've ever known. Shit, bro. Like, Vegas is fucking crazy. Like, yeah.
Just Vegas is fucking crazy.
Pretty much, dude. Like, I wish I had something better for y'all, but like, you're good. I wish I had something better for y'all, but like, I used to like when I was in high school, like I could like fucking kill blunts, like smoke two to the face, bro, and like be sober by the time I'm done with them and shit. And then I started doing meth, and I quit smoking weed for like a month or something like that, like years ago, back when I first started doing meth, maybe. And I took weed back then, and like ever since then, it's been like it fucking hits like consistently now, and like every single time I do it, I get stupid. And I'm debilitating stupid. And like sounds are fucking like, crazy and shit. It's just like, man, dude. I can't believe I used to like smoke this shit like go to work. My first time like down in the tunnels and shit, I was there for 8 months, but I could have sworn it was a year and a half. Like my first like stint. And then like, yeah.
Time kind of dragged.
Right? Right. Living the dream. Yeah. Fucking. It's crazy. Nobody else can nobody else like relates to this fucking story thing, or it's weirdly isolating. I want to say to be in this mindset or to have this outlook.
Do you ever see your mom anymore?
Oh, I should go up there and see her more, but I don't. Just because I'm always busy, I guess. It's fucked up, but it is.
How does it feel being isolated in that mindset?
I don't know. Kind of I really gotta figure it out myself, I guess. There's no. I try to take everybody's advice into account, or different angles on shit, right? But I really do gotta figure it out myself pretty much. There's no right to it, and that's I guess where the whole I gotta be able to live with myself type of thing, type shit comes into play, and yeah, as long as I'm
You're a young guy.
right.
Got a lot of future ahead of you.
I don't think you're as alone as you think either.
Yeah.
A lot of people share these thoughts. So do we.
It's like what you said. I mean, even people working the 8 to 5 jobs just to pay bills and stuff.
Right.
They probably, a lot of them probably feel isolated too, just in a different way. Everyone's so different.
Right. No, everybody feels it to a certain degree, just because everybody's situation is totally different. And it's weirdly enough, that's something that's kind of relatable, I guess.
Any other final words, thoughts you have?
Station. Yeah, that's a good one, I think. You good?
What are you doing down here?
Yeah, you shine the light that way so you can see.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing?
Got my skin.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much.
Hey, how's it going, man?
How's it going?
I go. No?
Want to use the light?
Yeah, please.
You good?
What are you doing down here?
Yeah, you shine the light that way so you can see.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing?
Got my skin.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much.
Hey, how's it going, man?
How's it going?
I go. No?
Want to use the light?
Yeah, please.
You good?
What are you doing down here?
Yeah, you shine the light that way so you can see.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing?
Got my skin.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much.
Hey, how's it going, man?
How's it going?
I go. No?
Want to use the light?
Yeah, please.